Hi class, really nice job on your posts about the social policies impacting the clients served by your agency. Many of you identified some incredibly interesting ways policies create tension between following the rules and doing what might be in the best interest of clients. For instance, Alston described the need for youth to have a place to go and running away from home, as many of these youth run away because they are experiencing abuse and neglect. However, as Alston explained, CPS identifies a youth experiencing homelessness as dangerous and warrants a report to CPS and their parents. If the parents are the ones inflicting harm, then this creates a tension between doing what might be in the best interest of youth and following the necessary policy as related to reporting youth in need of care. Another important example of the ways policy can sometimes fall short is the lack of cultural sensitivity and flexibility to accommodate different cultural needs. As Kayla described in her post, agencies are sometimes not allowed to spend certain funds on food, and unfortunately this has become a fairly common policy for federal agencies administering grants, disallowing the use of funds for food to host a feed or wood to build a fire for a particular cultural ceremony does not respect the value of certain cultural practices. Without this flexibility, it's difficult to provide the absolute best, most appropriate treatment at times. And there are some federal agencies who are recognizing this inherent disconnect and are finding ways to have more flexibility in their use of funds, which is a real positive and strength. Another great example among the many that you each provided was that provided by Lauren when discussing the no tolerance policy when it comes to residents being intoxicated at the Poverello. A policy like this is necessary to keep all residents safe, but as Lauren noted, those impacted by the policy can also be the clients who are at times the most vulnerable. So recognizing this need and implementing a new program like a shelter that accepts intoxicated individuals is key to ensuring we meet as many needs as we can. I could go on and on about the policies that you mentioned. However, the major takeaway is that policies are necessary to keep programs running and to provide a framework for delivering services for those in need. Many policies do what they are intended to do. However, for those policies that perhaps don't do as well as at meeting the goal that they're intended to meet, it's this kind of analysis on policies that you displayed this week that's so key to understanding where gaps are and how best to fill them. As social workers, we are uniquely poised to understand the ways certain policies affect the well-being of our clients, finding ways to work around them, or better yet, sometimes to create new, more effective policies, and is an incredibly important aspect of our practice that we cannot neglect. On a final note, and just a bit of housekeeping, there are some of you who have yet to turn in your learning agreement, so please do so as soon as you can and let me know if you have questions as you complete yours. Also, please remember that your social problem fact sheet is due this Sunday by 9 p.m. And finally, I hope you each have a fun and safe 4th of July weekend.